is your time and attention. Won't you give some of it to me? I've been lonely lately. I've been feeling neglected, and I want you to show me. Can we get back on the same page tonight? Can we stay? And why don't you talk to me? Let's start a conversation. When you spend your time with me, you're speaking my love language. Talk to me. We don't need a translation. When you spend your time with me, you're speaking my love language. My love language is your love and affection. Won't you give some of it to me? Yeah, I need you present. Instead of giving me presents, you're not getting off that easily. Oh, can we get back on the same page tonight? We can stay. And why don't you talk to me? Let's start a conversation. When you spend your time with me, you're speaking my love language. Talk to me. We don't need a translation. When you spend your time with me, you're speaking my love language. Love language. Love language. When you spend your time with me, you're speaking my love language. Love language. Love language. When you spend your time with me, you're speaking my love language. Oh, won't you let me in? So we can get back on the same page. Well, tonight I wanna stay. And why don't you just talk to me? 'Cause when you spend your time with me, you're speaking my love language. Talk to me. We don't need a translation. When you spend your time with me, you're speaking my love language. Love language. Love language. When you spend your time with me, you're speaking my love language. Love language. Love language. When you spend your time with me, you're speaking my love language.
Morena, ko Alice toku ingoa. Welcome to Oasis Sense. Today is a vlog. It has been a little while since I talked to you, and that is because I haven't really vlogged. I mean, I did vlog last week. Obviously I had my vlog go up and I had a voiceover, And if you listened to that and you didn't skip the part, fair enough. If you did skip, it was to do with a pregnancy loss. That's why I've been a bit out of it for since January. Anyway, I also have had other things going on in life. Went to Japan for a month, but this is my first con since getting back. I'm really excited. Overload is one of my favorite events, and this year is 2 days. Woo! I'm really happy that it's 2 days. Hopefully it just means that we double in income or 1.5 times our income. Really need that right now. I released a whole lot of awesome items. You can see it on a community post I did or over on our Instagram on what items we released. Obviously this is going up a few weeks after the event happened, but still gives you a good insight on what went up. And otherwise, I am just waiting for my friends to come pick me up. Seb and Haley are driving me in today. I had some car issues this past week, so I was a little bit cautious about driving myself in. So thankfully people are willing to take me, because otherwise Byron is busy today. And I have no real helper. I do have a helper throughout the day, kind of. People are going to come help me so I can use the bathroom and such, but overall I have no helper, which is fine. I've done this before at events. It's just this is a bigger event, and I have a sponsor booth, which is quite a big table, as you may have seen during my setup. So yeah, otherwise I will check in with you probably tonight if I remember. Otherwise it'll just be at the end of the video to do a recap of the event. I hope you guys enjoy this vlog, and I'll see you guys later.
I think I've fallen for you, and I don't know why. I don't know why. You love that summer rain in mid-July, mid-July. My last name fits you better. When I'm with you, there's no pressure. I miss your worn-out sweaters. Weather couldn't compromise our love. I spent too much time on us, and I think you got me stuck.
I forgot to record an outro, hence me being here. I thought it would be a really good idea for me to do a little overview of the event, and this is my pseudo outro. Yep. This was Overload 2023, as I already talked about. The event this year was 2 days. In the past, it's only been 1 day, but I was very happy that it was 2 days this year. And I was placed right at the back of the event centre hall, exhibition hall. I don't know what to call it. It's called the Cloud. It was like made for the 2011 Rugby World Cup, but then they just kept it. And now it gets rented out for other events such as Overload and the Cancer Society Games Fair. Anyway, this event did really well for me. I would say it, I made more than I did last year, and I mean 2 days, you'd expect to make more than you did the previous year. However, if it had just been 1 day and I made what I did on Saturday, I would not have made more than I did last year. I'm not unhappy with that though, because of recession. I understand that spending is down. There were also less people there on the Saturday. I know I talked to some people who normally would take a day off work to come to the event because it used to be Saturday only. But now that it is a 2-day event, at least for this year, don't know about next year. I did talk to one of the organisers and they said they were thinking about 2 days again, so fingers crossed that happens. But yeah, there were definitely people who didn't take off the Saturday to come. They just came on the Sunday because that's the day they have off, if that makes sense. Sunday spending was down a lot more compared to Saturday, and I don't know if that was partially also because of the amount of stock I had. You can kind of see in these clips the difference between the days and even like the difference between hours. I don't know if you can hear that in the background. That's Byron doing some cooking again. The office is right above the kitchen, so yeah, awkward. Anyway, yeah, and I ended up having to bring in extra candles for the second day as well because I was low. Coming back from an overseas event right before, overseas trip right before an event really made it hard for me to actually have all the time to make everything. And also I came back on Easter weekend, so a lot of things are closed, which meant that if I'd wanted some supplies from my suppliers, I was a bit screwed on trying to get them in time. So I wish I had planned a bit better, but life circumstances made it really hard to plan. Anyway, overall I love the event. I will be doing it again next year, of course. No complaints at all, and even though I was worried about the spot I was in, it went quite well actually. I loved, last year I was a corner table and this year I was just a long table, and I think that was way more beneficial for my stand to be one whole table across. People found it a lot easier to look and smell the candles. I do need to figure out a way to better have my non-candle items on display, because I know they just kind of get pushed to the side and forgotten, but I also don't want to break up the display. So one day I'll figure it out, maybe in the long future after I've been doing events for far too long. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please make sure you like and subscribe. If you'd love to see more studio vlogs or more artist alley vlogs, please let me know down below. And yeah, that's all I have to share with you today. I hope you're all having a lovely time, and I'll see you guys all next week with another video, which will be my Wellington Armageddon prep vlog, and then my Wellington Armageddon artist alley vlog. Anyway, thank you. Bye.
My love language is your time and attention. Won't you give some of it to me?